So sorry about that. Now, all right, guys. Today I've got a special treat for you in today's video. I've got Pete Maravich, LeBron James, and Michael Jordan, three of the greatest players to ever touch a basketball, versus Mario Hezonja. Pass the ball, so I can remember who I put. Miles Plumlee is one of them, and someone Graham. I don't even know. Anyway, and unfortunately, the whole video won't be able to play, so I'll just have Future Brighton put the final score on the screen. I'm sure he won't care. Anyway, now today I promised you guys a something day in history, and I actually just got done editing my first ever video, so now I'm going to go ahead and just start filming my second ever video. I figured Saturday would be a perfect day. No, wait, it's Sunday, not Saturday. Oopsie daisy. Anyway, I'm an idiot who does not grasp how time works, but yeah, either way though, so Sunday in history. So I'll do every Sunday in history. That's a pretty good day to do it, you know. And let's just go ahead and get started. So I'll just go ahead and tell you guys about everything that happened today in history. So first off, in 1282, the Great Massacre of the French in Sicily, the Sicilian Vespers, comes to an end. Wow, so that must have been a long massacre if it was lasting that long for a day. Not to be not it happened today, it ended today, so that had to have been going on a while. And I actually researched it, and by researched I mean I went back to March 30th, and yeah, it didn't start that day, so it's been going on a while. They were just massacring, Sicilian people left and right. Anyway, so now it was really boring today until 1547, when in France, King Francis, who had been king since 1515, died, and he was succeeded by his son Henry II. So, good job for you, Henry. All right, and then it was boring for another 200 years until 1776, when Abigail Adams wrote to her husband John that women are, quote, determined to foment a rebellion, end quote, if the new Declaration of Independence fails to guarantee their rights. Okay, hold on. What does foment mean? Is that supposed to be? Wait, hold on. Hey Google, FOMENT.
On the website dictionary.com, they say to instigate or foster discord, rebellion, etc., promote the growth or development of, to foment trouble, to foment discontent. To apply warm water or medicated liquid, ointments, etc. too.
Okay, so they were going to apply warm water and ointment to their rebellion if they didn't have Declaration of Independence, have any women's rights in there. So that's good, your rebellion's not feeling good afterwards, so naturally you're going to hit them with some warm water and some lotion or whatever. Anyway, so now 1779. Only 3 years later, wow. Russia and Turkey signed a treaty by which they promised to take no military action in the Crimea. Okay, that's good, Keeping it peaceful. I like it, guys. Well done. 1790. In Paris, France, Maximilien Robespierre is elected president of the Jacobin Club. And I don't know if I pronounced any of that right. I'm not even sure if I pronounced Paris, France right. So feel free to tell me I'm an idiot in the comments about that. Okay, 1836, the first monthly installment of the Pickwick Papers by Charles Dickens is published in London. So that's good. Good for you, Charles. I'm proud of you. You did good. Okay, 1862, skirmishing between rebels and Union forces take place at Island 10 on the Mississippi River. Oh, wow, so that's some Civil War action going on today in 1862. Okay, now 1880. The first electric streetlights ever installed by municipality are turned on in Wabash, Indiana. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I'm not actually sure how Indiana is supposed to be pronounced. Maybe that's right. Wabash, I'm sure I got right, though. Anyway, 1889, the Eiffel Tower in Paris officially opens on the left bank as part of the exhibition of 1889. Very good, well done. Okay, 1916, General John Pershing and his army rout Pancho Villa's army in Mexico. Okay, well, you know, Poncho's a funny name. I don't really have any more opinion on that. 1917, the next year. Wow, that's a busy day for March 31st. Okay. 1917, the United States purchases the Virgin Islands from Denmark for $25 million. I feel like that's pretty cheap for some islands, you know. Well done. 1980. Oh, so if you don't like daylight savings time, you can blame today, because daylight saving time goes into effect throughout the United States for the first time. Not full effect. I don't know why I added that. There you go. It's today's fault. It's March 31st's fault that this happens to you. So, congratulations. If you don't like that, then you can blame it. If you love it, though, if you think it's awesome, then, well, thank March 31st. Personally, I wish we would just have it sunny. I wish it would get dark later. All the time, but that's okay. 1921, Great Britain declares a state of emergency because thousands of coal miners are on strike. Thousands. Jeez, if it's an emergency, that's a lot of coal miners. All right, 1933, to relieve rampant unemployment, Congress authorizes the Civilian Conservation Corps. I almost said conversation, but I think that's my man William. Not William. What is wrong with me? The guy Franklin Delano Roosevelt. That's my man doing that. I think 1933. Hey Google, did Franklin Delano Roosevelt establish the Civilian Conservation Corps?
On the website history.com, they say,
God.
On this day in
Oh, hey.
1933,
Yeah.
President Franklin D.
Yeah.
Roosevelt establishes
All right,
the
shut up.
Civilian Conservation Corps, an
You-
innovative federally funded organization that put
You've-
thousands of Americans to work during the Great Depression on projects with
You've overstayed
environmental benefits.
You've overstayed your welcome, Google. I wasn't appreciated. I just needed to know if I was right, and I was. But I said conversation. Anyway, so that's good. Thank you, FDR. 1939, Britain and France agreed to support Poland if Germany invades. Okay, good. We ended up winning that war, so that's good. 1940, LaGuardia Airport in New York officially opens to the public. So hey, good things happened in New York today. That's good. 1941, Germany begins a counter-offensive in North Africa. Okay, that's not good. That's the start of some bad stuff. Also, look at LeBron cooking that guy on screen. That's just ridiculous. How do you let anyone do that to you? I mean, I don't think LeBron could do that to a second grader. So how do you let him do that to you? Anyway, so 1941, Germany begins a counteroffensive in North Africa. So, oh wait, I already read that one. Sorry. 1945, the United States and Britain bar a Soviet-supported provisional regime in Warsaw from entering the UN meeting in San Francisco. You need to watch out where you put your commas, because that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so that's good. I'm glad they kept him out of there, I guess. 1948, the Soviet Union begins controlling the Western trains headed towards Berlin. Okay. 1949, Churchill declares that the A-bomb was the only thing that kept the Soviet Union from taking over. You know what? Europe. You're welcome. Actually, I take direct responsibility for that. And you are welcome, Mr. Churchill. 1954, the siege of Dien Bien Phu. It's French. I'm just gonna the siege of DBP. The last French outpost in Vietnam begins after the Viet Minh realize it cannot be taken by direct assault. Okay. I hope you guys got it. I wish you the best of luck. 1960, the South African government declares a state of emergency after demonstrations lead to the deaths of more than 50 Africans. That's unfortunate. Okay. 1966, an estimated 200,000 anti-war demonstrators march in New York City. God, hippies were crazy. I burn incense sometimes, but jeez. All right, 67, Lyndon Johnson signs the Consular Treaty, the first bilateral pact with the Soviet Union since the Bolshevik Revolution. So that's good, well done. 1970, U.S. forces in Vietnam down a MiG-21, the first in 2 years. The first in September 1968. Jeez, those things must have been fast. Like, wow, okay. 1980, President Jimmy Carter deregulates the banking industry. I guess thank you for that. I'm not really sure if that was good or bad. If it was bad, then screw you for that. But whatever it did, I appreciate it. I guess you were trying. And now finally, the last thing that has happened today in history, at least that was special. 1991. I need to stop saying so much. In 1991, Albania offers a multi-party election for the first time in 50 years. Good for you guys. I say it too much, man. Anyway, so there we go. That's the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and have yourselves a very merry day.